All right. I believe we are live, guys. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and make sure that everybody's getting here and that we are awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. I want to make sure that we're live. Somebody can just type in. We are. I guess we can see you on the chat right here down there below. That would be great. Let me see. Awesome, awesome. Let me make sure that we're live. It's gonna be a lot of noise going on. All right, we are live. Cool. My kids are gonna be right here. No. All right. How you doing? Cool, guys. Wow, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here right here. So excited to be with you guys today. It's gonna be an awesome training. Let me fix my camera. Bless you. And thank you for being here. My name is Nestor Nidome, and I'm gonna be your host today, as well as Terrence Freeman is gonna be dropping by later on right now. But what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna learn all about funnels and what converts, what's working, what are the pitfalls, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing when it comes to funnel creation, right? We do have an extensive 5-module course inside the Elite Marketing Academy that you may access when you become a member of the Academy, all right? But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna, go over some of the main questions and some of the main things that a lot of people are getting, kind of get in trouble with when it comes to to funnel creation, right? But I also want to show you how simple it is when you're using the right tools, right? When you're using the right tools, I want to make sure that you guys understand how simple it is to create funnels. And I want to teach you right now. I'm going to go step by step, and it's going to illustrate a little bit of how the inside of the Elite Marketing Academy is, so that you guys can also learn about that, and I mean, not learn, but so you guys can understand of how the training courses are designed inside the Elite Marketing Academy. Of course, they're a little bit more thought out, right? Right now, this is a live event, and so we're just gonna kind of not necessarily winging it, but when you're doing a recording, you have a little bit more time to fix things, make sure that things look right. But in a live event, sometimes you don't have excuse me, that much of a time. So let me go ahead and do something right here. Let me go ahead and get my websites situated in order for you guys so I can share my screen. And as you guys go out there and get some notes, get some notebooks and a pen so you can write some notes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that for right now. So let me do, as we're doing this, let me go ahead and get everything correct as you're doing that. So get something to drink, get something to eat if you want to, right? As you're watching this is a cool thing about being able to be, doing these online training courses that you can be at home, right? Relaxing. You can be in your underwear if you want to, right? Just don't show me. So let me see. We are getting situated right here really quick. Okay. Let me see. All right, cool. Awesome blossom. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to learn about today is going to be about funnels, how to create a good funnel. I'm going to show you actually how to create a funnel, how simple it is to create a funnel, and we're going to move forward from there. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now, and I'm going to be sharing you the main tools that we're using in order for us to create the funnels. But like I said, I'm gonna go fast through this. Inside the Elite Market Academy, there is a 5-module, and each module is about an hour, 45 to an hour long. Each module, where we take more time, right? We slow it down. We go step by step, and you get to see everything from beginning to ending about how to set everything up, how to set the tools up, how to set everything up, and so if today it's a little fast, you know what? You can go ahead and go into the training inside the Elite Marketing Academy, and you can take your time by pausing the video and making sure that you're doing everything correctly. But what I want to do right now is, if you're not part of the Elite Marketing Academy, I want you to leave today by saying, you know what? This was a great use of my time. I was here and I learned something. I want you to learn at least one thing from today. And so I want you to leave by saying, you know what? I learned something great. Thank you, Nestor. Thanks so much for letting me be part of this stuff and being able to do these things, right? So let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And if you guys are ready, write down, if you have any questions at all, write them down on the comment section below, and I'll answer them as we go along. Also, if you happen to have, like, you say, hey, this information is great, I'm loving it, I know that I have friends and I have business people, people who are, signed up under me, they're buying my products. I know I have, these, people that would gain from this training. There are some buttons above this video right here inside the webinar, where you can go ahead and share it on Twitter, share it on Google Plus, share it and share it and like it for Facebook, and also share it on LinkedIn. Okay, so you can go ahead and share it on all of them if you want to, if you wish to, if you believe that this information that we're going to be giving you is great information, and that somebody else may gain from it, if they're here. Okay, so like I said, there's questions on the bottom. I'll be looking into here, making sure that I'm aware of the questions if you guys have any. And so for right now, let me go ahead and put my right here. So let me go ahead and share the screen, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with the training. So are you guys ready? Type in the chat room if you're ready. All right, type yes, I'm ready, Nestor. Yes, I'm ready, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. Let me see. So okay, so starting to share. Let me see. Let me see. Where is the thing? Okay, so all right. So let me go ahead and share the screen right here. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the sharing of the screen, and go ahead and start share screen. All right. So I'm assuming that you guys can see me. If you guys can see me, that'll be great. Let me know. I know Terrence Freeman is here, so let me know if I'm not sharing. I'm just gonna go ahead and start, okay? Assuming that you guys can see me, all right? So here is the Elite Marketing Academy. This is inside the Elite Marketing Academy, okay? And let me put my volume up so I can hear somebody's, if Terrence wants to say anything. First of all, when you come into the Elite Marketing Academy, you'll see a welcome video, which we have to renovate. We have to make it new. It's a little bit old, but we're gonna make it, make it new. You can put comments down here, and you have your course library right here, where you got your courtesy course, you have elite courses. There's gonna be more courses coming along soon. You got the mindset call, which we do every day that you can join us. There's an example of a replay of one of the calls that we do, but every day we get together every morning from Monday to Friday. If you want to join us, you can join us. This is absolutely for free. We got, I put my daily snaps so you can see the behind the scenes kind of stuff going on. This is just something fun that we do. We got a resource library. We got a lot of PDFs here that you're more than welcome to go ahead and download and read and stuff. And then we got the live streams like that we're doing right now in here, and also the past recordings are here. But the course is here. This is the course, the online marketing funnel creation. This is the course that I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Watch. The tool that I'm using is called Influx Marketing System, and we have this, where you can create, different things right here. But where I'm at, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the landing pages, right? And so to create a funnel, the first thing you need is, of course, you're gonna need like an ad or a picture or something, right? But before you do anything, the honest is that you need somewhere where they're gonna land. Most of the time, what I see people doing, and this is one of the things that you don't want to do. Yeah, it depends on the situation, but most of the time, what you don't want to do is send people over directly to something like a sales video, or to a page. It depends on what you're doing, right? Like especially if it's cold traffic or something like that, and that's because statistics show over and over and over that about 1% of the people who visit are not gonna take any action. I mean, only about 1% are gonna take any action. I'm sorry. They're actually gonna buy just 1%, right? So for every 100 people you send, about 1% is gonna buy or something. So you're losing 99% of those visitors. Like I said, one of the situations that you might want to send people over straight to the page is if it's warm market and they already know you, they already kind of seen some of the stuff that you're doing, then you want to send them straight to a page because they already know you. Yeah, and plus you already have a way to contact them, a way to be able to follow up with them. If you don't have any way to follow up with them, then the smartest thing to do is be able to capture some of the information, right? And so what you want to do is create a funnel. And the first thing you want to do is to send them over to what we call like a capture page, a lead capture page. Sometimes some people call it. And what it is that it captures people's information. Okay, so these are all the capture pages that we have right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and just choose something very quickly, and I'm gonna show you something that that we can create very, very quickly. So let's say we were giving away. This is another great idea. You want to be able to give as much value as possible. Okay, so give as much value as possible in order for people to be able to give you that email, right? And at the same time, the more value you give them, the more they're gonna know you, like you, and trust you, and eventually they're gonna buy from you, right? Because you want to be able to be that person who is like, my gosh, man, they always give me a ton of value, and I know when I get in, when I join, when I buy the product, I know it's gonna be one of the it's gonna be a great product, right? So so that's why you want to give something for free, like a free video or something. This is another way also. Let's say your company has a sales video or something like that, then you can be giving away that video as well, right? You're giving away, especially if that video is like a training video. So you want to be giving it away. So instead of sending people straight to that sales video, straight to that video, you can do it that way. Another way you can do, let's say, is to do what is called a bridge video. And we go more into it. We go more into that training, in the 5-day training, where you have one of these capture pages, and you send them over to you have like a capture page like this, and you send them over to something like this where it has a video, but that video is you introducing yourself, letting people know who you are, because that's kind of when they click, they saw your picture, they saw your face, and so now you're showing your face again, and then that's when you introduce or bridge over to the product and say, hey, you know what, guys, I'm about to show you something great, blah blah blah, this and that. Click the button below and get in there, watch it and stuff, right? And that's when it takes you over to the sales video, right? So that's like you gotta need basically 2 pages if you already been provided with the sales video, right? So it's like you got the ad. You got it, then the ad goes into the capture page. The capture page goes into your video introduction, and then that video introduction sends them over to the sales page, right? So the funnel will look like that, right? Your ad, capture page, bridge page, sales video, right? And from the sales videos, that's when you make your money. All right. So like I said, if I'm going a little bit too fast, you know what? I only got about a certain amount of time, because Terrence wants to teach some other stuff as well that you're gonna want to pay attention to, and so I need to go a little bit fast. 30 minutes, right? So I'm trying to condense 5 modules of 5 hours, 1 hour each, into 30 minutes. So you gotta have to picture that. 5 hours into 30 minutes. It's gonna be a challenge. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna choose just anything. Okay, I'm just gonna choose this one. All right, so let's go ahead and use this template really quickly. I want to show you how fast and easy it is when you have the right tools, right? So let's just go testing this, whatever name you want. Okay, usually it will be it will have to do with your your campaign. Okay, whatever it is. So right now we're just gonna be testing this out. Go ahead and create the page, right? Once that system is gonna create the page, it's gonna be very simple. All right, it's gonna open it up right here. Okay, and look how simple it is, to create something great. Okay, and of course, if you take a little bit more time, you can make it even prettier, make it even nicer. Right? It's taking a little long only because I am sharing and I am on Google Hangouts, and so the internet has been eaten out. Let me shut some of the stuff down right here, like Facebook. I'm gonna shut this one too as well. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Okay, the first thing I will let you know with any type of system. So no matter what system you purchase, that we create lead page, pages for like an out lead pages and stuff. Sorry about my daughter; she's screaming right here. I do make money from home, right? I'm always at home, so I do take care of my kids. That's the life of the make money from home .com. I would say .com because that's my website. But so that you gotta live with that. So you're gonna be overwhelmed with all the possibilities that you have, right? But let me look at how simple this is. Okay, so you got some what's called the elements. You got your enter your email. Click the link right there and all that good stuff, right? You can put a video right here. If you wanted to, you could put a video here. that, basically talking. But what I would do is kind of like, I would just put like a little picture here, pretending that it was a video, right, to make it a little bit faster. And all you want to do is very quickly, like, you just click in here, and the great thing is you can edit here, but you can always change everything around, right? You can always change everything around. So it will say, discover how you can build sites like this in minutes without code or technical skills. Wow, right? Look at this. Look at this. This is exactly what I'm teaching you right now, and it's exactly I didn't premeditate this. It just happened to be, right. So let's leave it at that right here. But look, the cool thing is, with no technical skills or nothing, you choose your, the size of your font, you choose the type of font that you want, right? It has several font size, types. You choose the color. You can, it has a variety of colors. You can choose the spacing between the letters, right? If you want a shadow or not. And you can put it alignment to the left, to the center, to the right, head tag if you want it. The line height is, let's say that when the sentence goes down to the next sentence, is a separation between the two. And that's basically what I use. I really don't deal with these things. Don't deal with these things, because then it starts moving around unless you're a little bit more technical, right? So let's say, and then you just put insert and it'll change, but we're gonna leave it like that. So like, as you can see, right? So let's say right here, you have your little tagline, right? And then you have your element, and you can add more elements. As you can see, look, if I want to add a little bit more elements, I have all these right here. And it might seem like very overwhelming, but if you just take a little bit of time, you'll understand what they are. Like this one, it's a divider. So this will just be like, it will divide the page with a little line. Dynamic date, right? If you want Facebook comments on it. Featured box, another, like featured box with like the two little pictures, or a featured box by itself, featured by creator, files download, like if you want somebody to download a file, you can put a little button there, a guarantee box, headline, hyperlink. So as you can see, that they're not really like rocket science kind of stuff, right? I mean, it's just like a news bar is, like you can see little news stuff going on, right? Ordered step graphic, order box. Some of the stuff might be a little bit that you don't understand, but that's because you can create membership sites with these ones too. You can create a membership site if you want. You can sell stuff like a price tag, Q&A elements, right? And if we go down, you can add video players, you can add WordPress comments, video thumbnail, light box, right? This is when, like, it looks like a little video, and when you click it, it actually opens up in another window. This is what the video thumbnail light box is, right? So if you just read along, it'll give you every single option you ever need to create anything you want. And the great thing is about this is that, let's say for instance, I'm saying that, you know what? I'm not liking this. I want this on the bottom of here, right? So all you gotta do is just be like, oh, you know what? I want it here. So let's go ahead and put it here, right? Or you can say, you know what? I want this one on top of the video, and I actually want this one down here, right? And that's kind of what it is, right? Boom, right there. it's pretty cool, right? So or you can be like, you know what? Let's add like a row, right? So see how like right here has two columns. You can actually add another row, and then you can have a single column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, right? Of course, the smaller the column, the smaller the stuff you can do. You can add like different types of columns, right? So for instance, you can add like a big message right here, like a video with 2 little things right here, 2 little messages, and then I have pre-populated things like feature areas and stuff like that that you can utilize as well. All right, so let's move back. So as you can see, creating capture pages doesn't have to be rocket science. All you gotta do is be able to think about stuff. And then if you want to know how it will look without the elements, just hide the controls. And this is kind of how it will look on the website, right? If you want to change see how like this is white and this is black. So let's say you want it to be a little bit more darker. Let's go ahead and show this up. You will just go into this right here, right? In an edit, you can edit the actual row, which is this row right here, and you can put a picture underneath. So look, let's put a picture. Watch. I always like how it looks with the pictures because it looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and add a picture really quick, and that way you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So let's go ahead and choose a picture that I've already pre-populated, in order to make this a little quicker, because I know I don't have a lot of time and I want you guys to see a little bit of the stuff that we do here. So let's go ahead and choose, let me see. let's go ahead and choose this cool car picture that I have right here. All right, so you can choose the type, the size, what, center, left, all that good stuff, right? And, and all you got to do is just insert into post. And that's got to populate it in here. And then you just go down and you just go update. And so, see, it's pretty cool. And of course, you'll go in here and change the color. So look, we can go in there and change the color. So now, as you can see, the picture is pretty cool, right? So you know what? Let me do something pretty cool too right here. Watch. I like how this one is done. What you can let's put another picture here, because you can, I've always wondered how they did this effect, on some of the websites, and I know probably a lot of people are wondering too, because this effect kind of does it cool. It's a pretty cool effect. Watch. So let's go ahead and go media, and we'll choose another picture to put on that other one, on the other row right there. Let me see. It's taking a little bit longer. Let me pull down. Let's pick this rocket right here. Watch. Let's pick a rocket, really cool rocket. The same thing, right? Whatever it is. Insert. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not. Let me close it. The effect is actually has to go right here. Watch. You go into color scheme settings, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it behind the whole thing, not just on the row. It's gonna be behind the whole thing. So if you want to do it behind the whole thing, or you want to change the whole color of the whole website, this is where you go, right? You go to overall page color setup, and you can do it right here, right? And this is where you will put a picture. So upload a picture right here. Sorry about that, guys. That was the other thing, because this is where you can do that really cool little effect that I'm talking about, and you'll see it right now when I do it. It just gives it a nice cool effect. And let me just go really quick right here. It's taking a little bit long. I'm gonna choose the same picture, that rocket picture that I have right here, of things taking off, right? Because we want to take off. We want those results to just skyrocket, and so we're gonna use this rocket right here, and skyrocket our results. All right, cool, awesomeness. All right, so let me see. It's still kind of going on there. It's populating it, and we'll see. Whoa, relax. All right. Okay, cool. And let me see. Watch. Let me see it. It's just taking a little longer, only because I'm using a lot of the internet right now. Sharing in the Google Hangout and all that good stuff right there. So let's wait until it comes out. Almost there. Give me a second. Okay, cool. All right. So what I'm gonna do right now is let me see. Okay. So let me go ahead and add another element. Actually, another row. Okay. Just give me a second. I just want to see. I just want to let you know how cool this is, how fast this is. Sit on our row. Of course, like I said, if you take a little time, it's gonna you're gonna be able to play around with this. So we're gonna change this row, and we're gonna change the color of it. All right. So we're gonna change the color of it. The row background color, we're gonna change it. Let's say let's go with a black. Update. As you can see, it's a black color right there, right? And you can't see the effect here, but you'll see it right now. Watch. You go over here and let's transfer that so you can have a nice cool thing right there. And then what we're gonna do is gonna preview it in the actual in the actual website right here. So this is how you preview it so you can see it. Okay. If you wanted to make it go live, you just go here, draft, and then publish. Push publish, and then all of a sudden that page is live, which we're not gonna do because I don't want to publish this one. So let's go ahead and right here where we're testing this out. Okay, so let me see really quickly. All right, so watch. So the cool thing is what I was talking about. I know it looks so ugly right now because we didn't change the text and everything, but hold on, why is it not working? Hold on. All right, okay. For some reason, it's not doing the effect that I wanted it to do, and it's putting the thing in the back. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I know, this is live. This is a live thing right here, and so I just kind of want to show you. I don't know why it's. You know what? Oh, hold on. Let me push save. Hey, Terrence, you're there? And I can hear you. All right, so let me go ahead and do this, and then go ahead and upload it. Just give me a second, guys. As you can see, look, we can change the color.
Can you see me?
I'm sorry?
Can you see me?
Not right now, Terrence, because I'm sharing my screen. So I don't
okay,
think. Okay. I don't think we can see you. All right. For some reason, I don't understand why it's not doing that effect that I wanted it to do. But when you put a picture on the back, what it does is when you're scrolling down, the picture just stays there, and then it moves it along. And let me see if I can. I don't understand why it doesn't do it. Let me see. Just give me a second. All right, so let me see. Let me do a bunch of little copies of this one to make this one bigger. And for some reason, let me see. Stop it. Okay. So I know this is what it takes, right? But let me go back to this one really quick. If it doesn't work right now, we just give it up because I don't want to waste your time. But as you can see, the whole point about this is that how quick I'm doing this and how quick you guys can do it as well. And my computer is getting stuck a little bit. Let me see. Oh, yep, it got stuck for some reason. Oh, I think I'm sharing too much. I'm sharing too much stuff because it just got stuck. So let me go back over here. The thing is stop the sharing. All right, so I'm back, right? Okay, so I'm stopping the sharing. And Terrace, can you see me, or are you still seeing my screen? Maybe I totally crashed my. I think I crashed my system. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me see. Cool. Oh, okay. All right. Terrace is not even here. Something happened. Something happened with Terrace's computer. All right, guys. My system crashed because I'm doing too much stuff. I have too many things open, but I just wanted to share with you something, very quickly, how cool the system is. If I would have taken a little bit more time, as you can see, look, when I started this, it was like around 6:15. So in about 15 minutes, that's what I did. So now imagine, taking a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes to actually think about your headline, right? Think about everything, and then just going out there, changing the picture, changing the font size, or changing the color of the font and making it nice and pretty, moving it around and stuff like that so it can that's pretty. You can know. One of the things that I wanted to actually share as well is the cool thing about this system is that I can download that one and share it with my team. So let's say, for instance, I had I do, but let's say, for instance, you had a huge team, right? And you're building fast, right? Here's one of the biggest obstacles that a lot of the top producers, that we run into, right? We run into this big problem where newbie people who are new don't know how to do that stuff, right? Even though I showed you that it's quick, there's still a learning curve. You still have to know where the buttons are. You still have to know where everything is, right? So the beauty about it is that once you become the leader, you can take the time to learn this stuff, right? Create those capture pages. And here's one of the things. This is one of the bonuses that you can give out to your team members, is saying, hey guys, look, if you join me, part of the team that I have, is like, you don't gotta do this stuff. I already have several capture pages that I created. I created funnels, right? You can create funnels, and you can say, you know what? If you come in here and you're using the same system that I'm using, right? They gotta use that same system. I'm gonna share with these funnels, and all you gotta do is just upload this special code that I'm gonna give you, and it'll populate everything into your system as if you already created it. That's the beauty of the system, and that's kind of one of the things that I wanted to show you, and one of the things that I wanted to share. So that's the beauty about it, is that you can create these things, especially if, like, once you start to understand and know how to really market, right? Like, so let's say you're doing Facebook PPC, or you're really marketing, and you have a capture page that's really converting very high. Guess what? You can share it with your team very easily, very quickly. So that way, you don't have to do it. One of the things that we do in the Lead Marketing Academy is we also do kind of that, right? We're not, what we do is we have these done for you services. So we do kind of on the back end. So we do have these done for you services that, for instance, you're coming in, you're barely getting started. You don't have somebody like a top producer or a team leader who has created all these capture pages for you guys, and you say, but I want that for my team, I want that for myself, but I just don't, I don't want to take that like too much time, because I know it's going to take me this amount of time to learn the system. What we do have done for you services where you can pay us, some of the team members in the academy, to be able to create these websites for you, and that is on a kind of single, person by person kind of deal, right? So you're more than welcome to either contact myself, contact Terrence, or anybody from the success team on top, and we'll let you know, right? You tell us what you need, depending on how the funnel is, right? If you already have the copy, it'll be easier. If you want us to create copy, then it will be a little bit more cost, but then basically is kind of like you could just come in and say, this is what I want. I want you to create the copy. I want you to create everything for me. And those are the type of done for you services that we provide inside the Elite Marketing Academy as well, right? We provide all these services for you. I wanted Terrence to come in. For some reason, he's having trouble. He keeps on popping in, popping out. And let me see. He just messaged me for some reason. Let me see for a little bit. Just give me a little second. For some reason, he's having trouble. Getting in there. He says, I keep getting this. I do not know what's going on. I think we're just sharing too much great information, guys. So if you like the training, if you enjoyed this training tonight, drop me a yes. Say, hey, Nestor. I'm sorry, I'm moving on this computer. Say, Nestor, I enjoyed the training. The training was great. Thank you so much. Like I said, share it with your friends. There's gonna be a recording if you wish. We gotta go ahead and do the recording. But I would love to be able to know if you guys enjoyed this training for tonight. Okay, I want Terrence to be here, but for some reason it's not. No, but I can hear you, and yes, you stopped sharing. All right, thank you, Hector. Thank you, Hector, for letting me know that I stopped here, that I stopped sharing. All right, guys. So let me see. For some reason, if not, then I'm gonna have to teach you some more stuff, right? For everybody who's here, to give you a good rundown of what we need to do. Let me see. And like I said, this is a live event, right? This is not recorded yet, I guess. And so, we have to deal with the technical difficulties. As you can see, you don't have to, you don't have to know it all to make money online. You just have to take the action and want it bad enough, right? Let me drink a little water. I'm trying to think about what else can I teach you. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to teach you about something that I've been thinking lately. And this is something I shared in our mindset call in the morning. And it's about a lot of people, a lot of people are coming into this industry, into the entrepreneurship industry, the home-based industry, the network marketing industry. They want to be an entrepreneur. They want to be their own boss. And then all of a sudden they get this fear, right? They get this fear of having to spend money or getting gypped, right? Or getting scammed or something like that, right? And let me share something with you. There was this live event that I was watching, and the presenter, right? He was going through the room, and he was asking everybody, right? He was saying, okay, if who here has made over $1 million, right? Over $1 million in their business, right? It doesn't matter what it was, because there were different businesses, right? And this one gentleman stood up, right? And he asked, how much have you made? It's like, well, I made way more than $1 million. Right? I made more than $10 million, right? He's made several millions of dollars, right? Tens of millions, I guess. And they say, okay, cool. Now, who's here has made more than $500,000 in their business, right? I know several people stood up, and then, my God. Then he kept asking, going lower and lower. He said, now, who here has made $100,000 in their business, right? And more people stood up. And then he said, how many people have made, $10,000 and $5,000 and $1,000, right? Almost at the end, almost everybody was standing up. Almost everybody had made some sort of money in their business, right? Of course, right? And the reason was because then he said, okay, keep standing. And then now this is what I want you to do. He said, who here has spent, keep standing if you spend more than $100 in education for your business, right? Of course, everybody will keep standing, right? Almost every entrepreneur has spent over $100, right? And so then he said, okay, now, if you have spent less than 1,000, sit down. If you have spent more than 1,000, keep standing, right? Like one or two people kind of sit down, right? And then he said, now, if you spend over like $10,000 in your education, in seminars, books, classes, everything, right? If you have spent less than 10,000, sit down. and more than 10,000 keep standing. And you know, a lot of people sat down, right? Because they don't spend a lot of money. So a lot of people, but a lot of people were still standing. And then he kept going. It's like, now who has spent here? Who's standing up? Who has spent? Keep standing if you spend more than $100,000 in your education, right? You know, now a lot more people stood up, and only a few were still standing, right? Okay, like, okay, all right, you know. And then he said, you know what? I'm gonna jump all the way to this. He said, if you've spent $1 million or more in your education, keep standing. If not, sit down. And then the rest of the people sat down, and that one gentleman who had made more than tens of millions of dollars kept standing up. And he said, you know what, sir? Can I ask you something? How, you've spent more than $1 million, right? Yes. You know, yes. So, okay, go. And he said, yes, I spent it, like, and that illustrated to the whole audience that, you need education, right? You need education. You need you need to be able to invest in your education. All right. Like, for instance, for myself, I'm a spender. If I can afford it, I'll buy the training. If I can afford that book, I'll buy that book. If I can afford that seminar, I'll go to that seminar. I don't care if it's a hoax or if it's a scam. I don't care. I want to learn. If it's a scam, then I want to learn how did they scam me to get here? They did something right, because obviously I gave them money and now I'm here. So obviously through that process, something got me. What is that? What is that hook? Those are the little hooks that you want to learn, right? Those are the little hooks that you want to be able to learn, not to implement them the same way and to hoax people or to scam people, but to implement them in the right way, in the correct way, right? So you always want to be aware of, like, wait a minute, why did I just buy this? What happened? What enticed me? What excited me? What got me to the point to say, you know what, let me pull my credit card and buy now, right? What was that? And those are the things that you got to notice, right? So when they asked that gentleman right there, that's what he said. He's like, yeah, I'm willing to spend $1 million and more, but look at where it got me. So now if you ask any of those people out there how much is spent, the Gary Vaynerchuk's, right? All those people who are successful right now, like the Tony Robbins and stuff, like, how much education that they spend probably, millions, probably like at least $1 million or so in their education, from seminar to seminar, everything, right? So never be afraid of your education, because your education is your number one asset when you come to business, right? Especially if you're just coming as a newbie. Don't be afraid of that stuff, because when one of the things is that when you're outside, a lot of people complain about, like, well, they complain about their student loans, right? Say, like, oh, the student loans are so expensive, this and that, $20,000, $40,000 or something like that. But you know what? If you're afraid of that stuff, then don't become an entrepreneur, because when you become an entrepreneur, you're gonna be spending way more than that, right? Way more than that. I mean, when you buy, let's say, for instance, a restaurant. My restaurant was a small little restaurant, and I was spending at least $30,000 a month in cost just for a little restaurant, and that's little. Other people spend over $100,000 a month, right? So I had to make more than $30,000 just to be able to keep my doors open. So now imagine that stress, right? I wasn't stressed because I know what it was, right? But imagine a normal person who's not an entrepreneur thinking, oh my gosh, I got to do 30,000 every month. I got to do 30,000 every month, right? They'll stress out, right? But when you start to kind of compare to other businesses, 30,000 is not that much when it comes to, businesses that are out there. So being able to go out there and spend money, that you got to learn how to spend, how to enjoy money, and how to invest money, right? So I saw Terrence come in, and then he went out again. I think he's having trouble. I was kind of getting him in. He came in and I was talking too much. I think his internet's probably messing up or something. So now you're forced to be stuck with me and enjoy another more stories about stuff, if I can think about them. If you're enjoying if you're enjoying this training, if you're enjoying leave me a comment. Say yes, I'm enjoying it. It'll be great to hear from you. Again, if you are enjoying it, there are buttons on top. that you're more than welcome to click and to invite people over, right? They can see this, you know, they'll thank you for it. Also, if you are ready and you want to become an elite member of the academy, there's a button on the bottom right there that says click here to sign up as an elite cadet. When you join in the elite cadet, we're going to welcome you, and we'll share all the tools that we are using, including the one that I just showed you. We're gonna show you what that tool is, and of course we're going to go through it. You're going to have the training to how to use it. If you have questions, you can get with us. We have Thursday night workshops for the elite members and elite cadets, where you can get in there, ask as many questions you want, right? So when you become an elite cadet, you'll have access to not only that tool that I just showed you, you're going to have access to other tools, other trainings as well that we've done and we have in the back office that you're going to be able to have access to. But like I said, if you are having fun with me, go ahead and put a yes, I'm having fun, right? I'm still waiting for Terrence, right? I don't know what's going on, but this is fun. It's cool because I want to show you guys that we are normal people, right? We're not just these robots or anything like that. We're normal people who have mistakes, who make mistakes, right? And there you go. Talking about mistakes, let me share something while we wait for Terrence. Hopefully he comes in the next 15 minutes because we only have about 15 minutes to go. I saw this picture. I saw this post on Facebook, I think, or Instagram, and it had this samurai kind of looking guy in there, and it said on the picture, it said, a master has made more mistakes than the apprentice, or something like that, right? And I just started thinking, and it is true. A master, a person like who is ultra successful, the only reason they're there is because they dare to make more mistakes than the normal person. They dare to put themselves out there more than the normal person, right? They dare themselves to go out there and feel like a fool more than the normal person. The reality is that when you do that, nobody out there thinks that you're a fool. Nobody out there thinks that you're making mistakes, right? They actually start to admire you because they'll see you and they'll be like, wow, right? It's kind of like, I want to do that, right? It's like, I would love to be able to do that, right? Like one time, one of my high school friends, right? She commented on my video and she's so like, man, my gosh, I see you like, she just hit her toe. She just hit she just hit, and I'm laughing. There you go. There you go. There you go. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. And she commented, she's like, man, I wish I was like you, because you're so great on video, right? It's like, you're so great, you're so natural on video. And I smirked a little bit. I was like laughing a little bit because it reminded me of the first video that I've ever recorded. And I remember I was with one of my best friends, and we were at the library. And this is about like, it's gonna be about 4 years, not 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And and I saw a lot of people being online, and everybody was saying, you gotta make videos. So I was like, man, we gotta make videos. I told my best friends, like, we gotta make videos. And I was like, I never made one. It was like, I'm embarrassed, right? I was like, I'm like a normal person. And so I was like, you know what? Let's go to the library, rent one of those little rooms in the library, close the door, pop up the tripod, and we'll just record between us. We're not gonna. We'll just record it, I don't know how many takes to make a video that nobody was gonna see, and then it was just me and my best friend right there, right? And we're gonna take turns, doing this stuff. And
Yo, nice. You hear me? You're nice. You hear me? Wow, man, having a hard time today.
there you go, Terrence. All right, Terrence. Okay, you're on your phone. All right.
Nah, dude, I can't even do it, man. Yo, dude, something's up with my firewall on my laptop. So that's why I had a hard time logging in. And you know, I can't even do the presentation here on my phone like that. And you know me, I like to go in all, you know, give people everything. But nah, you did a great job. I was listening when I could, but I was just in and out, man. It was tough, man. I got to check out my firewall for my
No, you're destroying.
for my laptop for my network. I got to check out the firewall because
I'm
it kept
done.
telling me the firewall. So something's up with my firewall. I don't know if it's been breached or, but yeah, man, because I couldn't even get in. I couldn't even get in. It wouldn't. But anyway, man, great job today, man. Great job.
Okay. All right, sorry, Dave. That's okay, Terrence. I mean, I understand, dude. That's cool. You know, we all got our struggles to go through, right? And like this one right here that keeps on getting out of my way. But she just grabbed our wedding pictures and she was just kind of like folding them. I was like, give me that. Don't grab. That's cool. You know what? That's cool. That's cool, Terrence. I know that some of the stuff that happens. I know that people weren't disappointed. I know that people are watching this webinar. They're getting massive value. But
Yeah,
I also know that they
just be
missed
there
out on
Thursday,
a big
guys.
tip.
Be there Thursday. Be there Thursday,
Yeah,
guys. Be there
exactly.
Thursday.
Terrence is gonna share it. Whoa. So Terrence is gonna share with a lot of stuff on Thursday, but we're gonna have our workshop on Thursday. So make sure you guys, and this is only for members, all right? For cadet members. So if you're not a cadet member, please just become a cadet member. It's so simple. Just become a cadet member. Fill out the form in there, and then meet us on Thursday. And we're gonna do everything possible that we can to be able to help you succeed. All right, in here in the online marketing world. But I'm just kind of like making sure that she doesn't fall. All right, so guys, you know what? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that you guys gave us your time, and we're able to just say, you know what, I was here. Thank you so much. Like, put, comment something on the bottom, letting us know if you guys enjoyed this webinar tonight. All right. We will be leaving the recording for a couple of days, so you guys can invite people, or you can just come back again if you want, if you kind of missed some of the stuff. But with that, guys, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and close it down. See, that's the stuff. That's the stuff you deal with when you start to work from home. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of screaming kids, but you know what? I would not have it any other way. Especially if you knew my story, right? Where when I was at the restaurant, I was working like 70, 80 hours a week. So I was out there all the time, to the point where it was 7 days a week as well. And to the point where my family, like my wife and my kids, they had to go to the restaurant and visit me, right? If like my extended family, right, like my cousins and my grandma, stuff like that, where they will come over, they actually had to visit me at the restaurant, right? And so for me to be able to be here, I appreciate so much, because I'd rather be here, dealing with the screaming and the poopy diapers and all that stuff from my kids than the screaming and the poopy diapers of the customers. Right? I'm just kidding. But you know what, guys? Thank you so much for being here. Every Tuesday, we're here every Tuesday training at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. So come back next Tuesday. Join us again. We're gonna have some other training, other online marketing training. If you're still here, that means that you love this one. I know you're gonna love the next one. If you want more in-depth training, more detailed training, then just become a member of the Elite Marketing Academy. With that, my friend, thank you so much for being here. I wish you the best of luck. And if you are a cadet and you become a cadet, then I'm gonna go ahead and welcome you in, and we'll get together and be able to make this stuff happen for you, the success. All right, guys, bye for now. I'll see you next Tuesday, or I'll see you on Thursday inside the workshop, inside the Elite Marketing Academy. For that, my name is Nestor, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.